Hello. Filming from a little bit of a different location today, and I am on my own this week. We are very much in like getting ready for holiday mode. So I'm just trying to utilise like every minute of every waking day that I have to obviously keep up with normal life stuff, and then also get ready for going away next Sunday, because although that sounds like we've got a bit of a while, we literally don't. It will go so quickly. Phoebe's obviously not a nursery Friday or Monday, so it means that I can't really do much on those days. So yeah, I'm kind of just trying to utilise these nursery hours to get stuff done. I was supposed to be going to Pilates today, but I cancelled that just to like I said, utilise being able to go out and do whatever. I was going to go tonight, but then I realised that Joe's actually out tonight with work, so never mind, I'll just try and get my steps in. Oh, there's police in here. Interesting. Naughty. Glad they're not for me. So yeah, I am heading to Dubai Mall. I don't know, this could be a full statement, but I don't know if I've actually been to Dubai Mall this year. From memory, I might have been like once, but for me that is actually massive, because anyone that knows me knows that I used to go to Dubai Mall like on average probably like once a week. But my love for city centre Murdiff honestly is just so big. That's normally like where I go if I need to go to the mall. I also just don't in general go to the malls as often anymore, because it's not as enjoyable with Phoebe, and I don't obviously get a lot of time to do it on my own. So yeah, that is where I'm heading. I've got my laptop, so I'm gonna have a little mooch around the shops. I've got some Zara bits that I want to probably, let's face it, exchange. I'm probably not going to do a return. And I also have chosen to go to Dubai Mall because I actually want to go to have a little look around Aloe. I will probably go in there and do what I normally do and pick up stuff that I like, look at the prices I can throw up and then put it back. But you never know, I might find something that I think is worth the money. I do have a few bits of money. Actually, my top is from Aloe that I'm wearing now, and I do think the quality is really good, so I do think you're getting a good product for your money. But yeah, it's still a lot of money. So yeah, that is what I'm going to Dubai Mall to do. I will also sit in a cafe or something, get some lunch, and I will crack on with a few bits on my laptop as well before I need to go and get Phoebe from nursery. So yeah, that is the update from me. I just thought I could have a little chat this week about like almost nicely following on from the budget friendly activities for families that we did last week, but just touch on some places that we love to visit when we have visitors. We've had quite a lot of visitors, we're quite lucky. My parents between them have been out like 3 or 4 times. We've had like Joe's brother, my sister, we've had a couple of lots of friends. So yeah, I thought I would just maybe sum up just a couple of the places that always spring to mind, that especially if they haven't been to Dubai before, that we like to take them. Now there's obviously the really obvious ones like the Burj Khalifa, all of that kind of thing, which yeah, if they're up for doing like touristy activities, then I'm sure they'll love them. But yeah, just a few places, maybe like restaurants and bits like that, that we kind of reach for and always know that they'll go down well with guests, and we also really enjoy going to. So yeah, let's get cracking. I am also, might be a few pauses in this video because I'm driving to Dubai Mall, but I've not put instructions on because I actually know my way there. So if there's a bit of like hesitation, it's because I've decided I don't know my way there. So yeah, starting off strong, I think one place that kind of kills a few birds with one stone is somewhere like Souk Madinat. So we not 9 times out of 10 we'll take guests here. We literally just put Zouk Malin into Waze, park in their car park. If you like eat at one of the restaurants, I think you get about 2 hours free parking, which is quite good for such an iconic location. So yeah, you've obviously got the little market there, or like indoor little souk with like all traditional stuff, which is really nice to have a little look around. Then you can venture outside. They've got loads of lovely like restaurants on the water. 2 of our favourites that we always go to are Trattoria, which is an Italian, which is really, really lovely. And then another one that we love going to is Taverna. It's a Greek restaurant. Again, the service is always really nice. It's really reasonable. And you can either sit outside or inside, so you can go any time of the year because they've got options for both. We've never booked. I think obviously on things like Saturday nights and stuff, if you wanted to like sit in a specific location, you might want to book, but we've actually never booked and we've always been okay. Mainly because we know we're happy to eat in either, so if we can't get in one, we'll just go to the other. And then also when you walk around that area, you've got unreal views of the Burj Al Arab, which is obviously amazing. In daytime, if you go maybe about like 4 o'clock, it's probably quite a good time to go because you can have a mooch around the shops, go and have dinner, and then see the sunset as well. So you can see the Burj Al Arab in the daytime and also in the night time when it's lit up. So that's a really good tip. So yeah, number 1 is definitely Souk Madinat. So number 2 I'm going to do is kind of like a category, which is like restaurants. So there's 2 main restaurants that I either always recommend to people that say like they're coming to Dubai for the first time or that are visiting us, because we love to go there. And you would have seen me speak about them on our other socials before. And that is, number 1 is Pad Thai. Now Pad Thai, the food is absolutely unreal. It's obviously a Thai restaurant, if you hadn't guessed from the name. But what I love about Pad Thai is not only the fact that the service and the food is absolutely lovely, you can get the Abra there free of charge. You can do valet parking in the hotel, and then walk down and get the boat along. So it's just a nice little thing to do that you don't have to pay for, and you also get a really nice meal. You can get the Abra there and the Abra back, and again, like you on the way or way back, you can see the Burj Al Arab as well. So it's a really good photo opportunity. And also, yeah, just a lovely, lovely setting. You can sit outside and you're almost sitting on the water. It's like a pontoony type thing, but also they've got loads of space indoors if you did go at a slightly hotter time of the year. But yeah, just a lovely, lovely location, a lovely touch that you get the Abra to the restaurant, and yeah, really reasonable for such a nice experience. And then second of all, the other restaurant that we always like to go to is Calavista, again in a very similar location. Valet parking, again, you just get it validated once you pay the bill in the restaurant. And yeah, we love it because the setting is like none other. Like, it's got to be my favourite location for a dinner. You sit outside. Basically, it's not open in the summer because it is all outdoor dining, but you're literally right next to the Burj Al Arab. So if you go, like I said, about 5 o'clock for dinner, you book a reservation for about 5 o'clock, and you're obviously sitting outside. You can see the sunset over the sea, and then also to the right you have the Burj Al Arab, which then also lights up at night. So it's just a lovely, lovely place to go. Like, yeah, specifically for the setting, I'd say. It's an Italian restaurant, the food's really nice. There is a minimum spend, but I think for a location like that, I think it's about 200 dirhams, £40 per head, which you're going to spend by the time you've got a drink, a main and a dessert, or a starter or whatever. Anyway, it's not that difficult to reach, and for the location, I'm always happy to soak up that cost because it is amazing. So yeah, that's definitely number 2 in terms of like a category. Those are our like 2 favourite restaurants to go to. Now number 3 is obviously a very obvious one. I'm going to say Dubai Mall, and I'm going to say Dubai Mall purely because obviously it's like a very iconic mall, but there's so much to do that you can almost spend like a whole afternoon or even day there if you wanted to. there's also a lot there that, believe it or not, you can do for free. So yeah, obviously you can pay to go into the aquarium, but there's loads of places that you can go and see the fish. If you scroll back on my other socials, you will see that I did a reel about like this like little hidden spot to go and see the fishes. It's really quiet. Just message below if you want me to send you. I can send you the link to that specific one, because I did do it quite a while ago now. So yeah, you can go and see the fishes for free. And we love going to Cheesecake Factory. It's iconic, and honestly it's just such a reasonable restaurant. The food is amazing and the portions are absolutely huge, and obviously I've got to mention the cheesecake is actually amazing. We always just get the cheesecake to take home, because by the time we've had a main meal there's no way we can eat a cheesecake as well. But so we don't miss out, we always just take it home. And again, like you can see the fountains in the evenings. One thing that is worth going to that I don't think that I knew about before I lived here was Time Out Market. So if you come out of Dubai Mall where you would go and see the fountains and you cross the bridge, you've got Time Out Market the other side, and also loads of restaurants on the water. Again, it's a really nice spot. They've got loads of different like vendors there, and it's really reasonable. And it just means that you can see the fountains from the other side as well. Another top tip when you're going to Dubai Mall as well, that we've done pretty recently, I'd say in like the last 6 months we've done it twice. We did it with my parents and we did it with Joe's brother. Is going to view the fountains from the pontoon. You can pre-book it online, or you can just walk up and book it. But when I tell you, it is such a hack. It is literally about 20 dirhams per person. Obviously toddlers go for free. It's literally, like I said, like 20 dirhams, so about £4 per person, and you actually get to go and stand on the water on a pontoon and watch the fountains from there. You've got uninterrupted views. You're literally at the level of the fountains, and when you turn around and look up you can see the Burj Khalifa, so you're not missing out on those views either. It's just a really great place, and the kids love it. Like, if you want, you can actually stand in a zone where you get splashed as well. So if your kids are a bit older, they would probably absolutely love it. And it just saves you standing in like really huge crowds where you're fighting to try and get a good view of the fountains, trying to get pictures. So yeah, I would definitely recommend doing that. That is a bit of a hack that I don't actually think a lot of people know about, because every time I do it and I put it on my socials, I always get at least one person replying to me, saying like, what is this, where do you get this from, where can I get tickets, all the rest of it. So yeah, like I said, on anything I'm talking about, if you want any more information from us, make sure you comment below, or message us on our socials, and I'm happy to like share any information that I can do with you to make it easier. But yeah, that is definitely number 3, Dubai Mall, just because there's so much to do there. So another place, I think we're at number 4 now, another place that I would highly recommend, also mixed in with a little hack, is I would 100% go to Blue Waters Island. It is absolutely stunning. You've obviously got the Ain Dubai there, which is the biggest wheel in the world. We went on it with my mum and it was worth it, and I would definitely recommend going at night time to see everything lit up. Sometimes Dubai in the daytime can be a bit hazy, and I'd hate for someone to go up there and they actually don't get to see anything. But we went up there in the evening, and it was the best decision, because we got to see all the palm lit up. You look back onto JBR, it's so good. Again, if you spend 100 dirhams in a lot of the places over there, you can get parking for free. And the reason that I would recommend Blue Waters Island is because you can actually walk over the bridge to JBR, so you will skip out all of the traffic that you'll get going to JBR, and let me tell you, there's a lot. It's one of the reasons we don't go there that often, but there is loads of JBR, so I would recommend going to JBR, but going via Blue Waters Island, because you can take the short walk over to the bridge, you skip out all the traffic, and then you can go and enjoy the beach, all the hotels, the restaurants, the shops, anything you want at JBR. There's loads over there. It's a proper touristy spot, but like I said, you miss out on all that traffic. And yeah, there's loads of lovely restaurants over on Blue Waters Island. There's like these scooter things you can hire for the kids. Sometimes they have like music and stuff going on the stage over there. So yeah, I definitely recommend taking your guests there. It's just such a lovely spot, especially like I say for sunset. So it might be one that you want to do in like the afternoon, head to JBR, and then when the sun's setting, maybe walk back over to Blue Waters. But yeah, definitely take note of that one, because it is a hack in terms of missing out on loads of traffic. And also make sure you validate your parking if you spend over 100 dirhams in any of the restaurants, etc. And then number 5, and it's where I'm going to round off this episode number 20. I am going to end by saying that I definitely think that you should do the water taxi. I've spoke about this before. It is such a cheap activity, but it's just so lovely, and it's probably an area that most people wouldn't go to if you didn't live here. So even if someone's been on holiday here, I bet your bottom dollar they have not been to Dubai Creek and they've not been to this area. So you park at the Dubai Creek Marine, I think it's called. Again, message me for the exact location. Train station, the metro. You can park the car there, it's free of charge, and then you walk down the little path to the Marine Transport building down on the water, and you can get the water taxi there. It is literally, I think, about £2 per person, and it will take you over to Dubai Creek Harbour, which is so lovely. It's a massive up and coming area. It's actually where the next biggest mall is going to be. It's going to overtake Dubai Mall, so there's a lot going on over there. But it's a really lovely location. The kids can have a run about. There's some playgrounds over there, and there's loads and loads of lovely like restaurants and cafes along the water. It's just a really nice harbour. So again, like I said, like it's definitely not somewhere that like your visitors have probably ever been if they've been on holiday here before, but because you're a resident, you now are going to know about it. And yeah, it's like I say, it's quite a low cost activity, and then you can just hop on the boat. You can't get a return ticket, you have to pay each end, but like I say, it is so ridiculously cheap. In fact, I think it was 12 dirhams for like 3 adults before, so yeah, really cheap. Don't need to pre-book, and you can wait inside in the aircon, and they'll tell you when the next boat's going to go, so you can go out and get the boat, so you're not waiting out in the heat. And the kids love it as well, so yeah, it's a win-win all round. So yeah, I hope that you decide to do at least one of these activities and you found this really useful. Like I always say, make sure you're subscribed so you're not missing out on any of our videos, and don't check out any other bits that we've posted, because if you're into this video, I'm telling you there's going to be at least one other video that you're going to find really useful. So yeah, as always, make sure you're liking and comment, because we really do appreciate the support. And I hope you've enjoyed episode 20 with me this week, but from a different location. Have a lovely week, and we'll be back next week with quite an exciting one. We're going to start talking about packing for Disney, and we've also bought each other some surprise Disney garments that we've both got to wear in the park. So yeah, we'll both be back next week, so hopefully see you then. Bye.